Have you ever tried to decode JSON in Swift, only to hit a wall with custom keys? It can be a real head-scratcher. If that's you, you're in the right place. Today we're diving into how to use custom keys with Swift 4's decodable protocol. I totally get it. Working with JSON can feel overwhelming, especially when the keys don't match your model. You're not alone in this struggle. Many developers face the same challenge. Here's the specific question we're addressing today. One user asked, "How do I use custom keys with Swift 4's decodable protocol?" They provided an example with an address struct and a JSON object that has a different key for zip code. Sound familiar? Let's tackle this together. So what's the issue here? When your JSON keys don't match your struct properties, decoding can fail. But don't worry, Swift provides a way to map those mismatched keys using the coding key protocol. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a quick tip that will make working with Decodable even easier. To use custom keys with Swift 4's decodable protocol, the user should start by defining a coding keys enum inside their struct. This enum will map the JSON keys to the properties of the struct. Next, the user should implement the decodable protocol. This allows the struct to decode JSON data into its properties using the custom keys defined in the coding keys enum. Now, the user can decode the JSON object into an address instance. They should use a JSON decoder and handle any potential errors during the decoding process. Finally, the user should test the decoding process to ensure that the address instance is created correctly with the mapped values from the JSON. Fun fact, did you know that the decodable protocol was introduced in Swift 4 to simplify JSON parsing? It's like having a personal assistant for your data. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach shared by another user involves creating a custom structure that mirrors the JSON data. They suggest defining a struct and then extending it to conform to the decodable protocol. Next, define an enum within the struct to specify the coding keys. This enum maps the JSON keys to the struct's properties, allowing for custom key handling. Finally, implement the init method to decode the JSON data using the defined keys. This method checks for the presence of each key and decodes accordingly, providing default values when necessary. That's all on that answer. Let's take a look at another one. This user suggests using the coding key protocol to handle custom keys in the decodable protocol. They demonstrate this with a struct called person, where the street property is mapped to a custom key, street name. Here's that quick tip I promised. Always double-check your JSON structure against your model. This can save you a lot of time debugging. And there you have it. You now know how to use custom keys with Swift 4's decodable protocol. Remember, practice makes perfect. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button for more tips and keep coding.